and a pleasant evening to everyone from Chops Grill. It's about 5:45. I just sat down, and they start you off with a nice loaf of bread, and I did have some time to order my pre-dinner cocktail, and this is what it is. This is the Lavender Vodka Tonic. It's Grey Goose, lavender simple syrup, fresh lime juice, garnished with a sprig of lavender, which I don't really see the lavender, but I'm sure it's in there. So let's give these things a try.
Oh, crab cake. That plate is a little bit hot. Be careful. Would you care for some fresh pepper?
No. This is good. Well, our sampling of the drink was interrupted by the delivery of the crab cake, which we'll get to in a second. But first, let's give this vodka tonic a try, shall we? Okay. It's a fruity vodka drink. I don't really taste the lavender. It's not as much a part of the drink as the cucumber was at 150 Park Avenue or Park Central, whatever it was last night. It's just a good vodka drink. Cosmo, really. Okay, we're gonna give the bread a try. The butter is not as soft as last night, but it's typical for places like this. It's still very spreadable. The bread is room temperature. I don't think it was supposed to be hot, so that's not a problem. Other than that, it's very soft. The crust isn't too crunchy, which I don't like. I don't like crunchy crusts. Oh. Either the bread or the butter has some wonderful flavor to it. Oh, the butter is very buttery. Oh, wow. That's really good. Right. Maybe the bread could be a little warmer, but this butter is really good. Well, I better stop now. For my first appetizer, I got the Jumbo Lump Crab Cake. This is a Chops Grill classic, and it is served with a chipotle aioli. All right, I'm gonna try the crab cake. It's not really to my taste. It has a lot of green pepper in it, and I mean, for me, any green pepper just overpowers the rest of the dish, and I don't really like green pepper, so that's actually a problem here. I do know that is entirely a personal thing. It's otherwise prepared very well, but the flavor is just not something I'm really enjoying because of the green pepper. So I'm just gonna pick at it a little bit, see if I can have some without the green pepper, but I'm probably not gonna change my mind. It's not something I would ever get again. Perfect. What we have here is the wild mushroom soup, scented with white truffle oil and chives. Now this looks wonderful. All right, here we are trying the wild mushroom soup. Hot. Okay, it definitely has a lot of truffle in it. That's for sure. It's not a heavy soup, which I wasn't expecting, but it's nice to have a change. It's not thick, it's not creamy, or it doesn't have like a flour base or anything like that. The flavors are very intense. And yes, you know, the mushroom, the truffle. It's something I would expect in a steakhouse. I'm definitely enjoying this, and I would have it again, not next time, but in the future, different sailing, whatever. This is something I could come back to. I 100% would take this over the crab cake, but that's just me. The main event is here. This is the 6-ounce Petite Angus Filet Mignon with the red wine reduction and hollandaise sauce, along with the, sorry about the shadow, the Gruyere cheese tater tots, and a side Caesar salad. Yeah, that's all for me. Oh boy, but that's not gonna happen. But say hello. Hello. Well, to go along with the steak, I got some Australian wine. I don't remember what it's called. They took the menu away, and I don't want to ask for it back. But it's good. I don't really know much about wine, so I just go by the Leslie Note principle most of the time, but it's a good choice. So let's also try the Caesar salad. It has the nice big flakes of Parmesan with fresh ground pepper. Let's see. The dressing is a very light dressing. It's not the heavy Caesar dressing that you would find in most places. It's mostly oil, I guess oil, Parmesan, pepper, things like that. I mean, definitely no egg, or there's no anchovies or anything. There are croutons, so let's give one of these a try. Maybe you can hear that. They're very crunchy. It's good. Not my favorite Caesar salad. Probably get something different next time. But it's good to go. Sorry. It's good to go with the meal. This is the Angus Filet Mignon with none of the sauces, just fresh ground pepper. The steak actually makes up for everything else. It's really good. It's very flavorful. It's cooked just the way I asked for it. Although if I get this next time, I'm going to ask for one level down in cooking. I asked for a medium well. Probably a medium would have been better, but it's still very tender. It comes apart. It chews very nicely. The crust is really good, and the 6 ounce is really the perfect size. I didn't really want to eat that much, and with all the sides and everything, it's actually just right for me. I'm gonna try the reduction sauce, the red wine reduction sauce. It's good. It's a regular reduction. But we still have the hollandaise to try. And I just noticed they didn't offer, what is it, the Oscar option with the hollandaise and crab and asparagus. I thought they had that. They have it at places like Ruth's Chris, I know. Well, I would have gotten it. The hollandaise is, it has a very light flavor. The sauce is, I mean, it's a thick hollandaise sauce, but the flavor on its own is very mild. And now the tater tots, the Gruyere tater tots. Alright, so tater tot with the hollandaise. Alright, that's good. I should have gotten some of the peppercorn sauce. Peppercorn sauce. But still, the steak is the best thing here. The tater tots are really good. So yeah, between these two, that's a meal. And it's a good one. I'm gonna finish this up, and then I guess that means dessert will be coming. Haven't seen the menu yet, so I am super curious to see what the offerings there are. I kind of wish I had just skipped to this part, because I am now having some real trouble deciding what to get. Well, you know what I'm getting, but I'm at least a little bit torn over it, and I'm also having some trouble deciding whether or not to get a specialty coffee. I will power through this. I will survive. Here we have the key lime merengue. The presentation is very nice. Love the little lime on top. The merengue is nice and thick and well toasted, and it has the caramel sauce on the bottom. And the graham cracker crust is a little thin. I actually really like the graham cracker crust, so when it's good and thick, that's something I look forward to. But I am thinking this is going to be a good dessert. If it's comparable to the steak, yeah, I'm going to enjoy this. Now, of course, being from Florida, having bad key lime pie is an absolutely unforgivable sin. So I hope they pass the test, because this is going to be the ultimate judgment of this restaurant. I'm going to start off by trying the merengue by itself. Wow. Okay, wow. Okay, that is really good. It has that really thick, supple texture that I actually really like. Oh, it's really good. It reminds me of the first time I had a good baked Alaska. It might have been at Christie's, but yeah, it's yes. Oh, it's thick. It's smooth. Oh, it's so sweet. Oh, wow. All right. They definitely get a point for the merengue, but now the key lime. I like it a lot. It's great. Yes, very good. Okay. Ah, beautiful. Thank you. Well, I just had my truffle. It's a coffee beverage delivered. We'll try that in a second. But key lime, I really like it. All the flavors are so subtle, and it's very well balanced. And nothing overpowers. It's not really tart. It's not really sweet. It doesn't have that thick taste of the condensed milk. I like the taste of condensed milk, mind you, but it's definitely there. It's the taste is there, so it's a featured component, but it's all very well balanced. Well, now I'm torn, because when I come back next week, I was planning to get the red velvet cake, but this is so good, I might have it again. Of course, I can always get both. That's still an option. And we all know that's what's going to happen. I'm not going to hide it. Yeah. So, let's try the truffle. It's a coffee. It's Frangelico, vodka, and espresso. I did ask for it decaffeinated. If I have coffee now, I will be up past 11, which... I'll be up past 11, don't worry. So this is it. It's definitely a coffee drink. I think it would be better warm. It's served on ice, which is surprisingly off-putting. It's a good coffee drink, but definitely I would prefer it warm. But it doesn't matter because this pie is really good. I'm gonna finish this up and wrap it up when I leave. It was so good, I had to finish it all, and it was spectacular. And there goes the empty plate, and the worst part, the bill. Except this time, oh, there you go. It's all zeros. I like that. I wish this could happen everywhere.
I do hope food and services up to expectation.
Yes, absolutely. It was wonderful.
Looking forward to seeing you.
I'll see you next week. Awesome. I just finished my dinner at Chops, and it was good. The dish by dish was a little hit or miss. The steak was great. The crab cake was not really for me. The soup was good. The key lime pie was amazing. So I'm definitely going to be torn between that and the red velvet cake when I come back next week. All in all, if you have the time, have a package, just want a nice place to have a nice quiet dinner, definitely worthwhile. But be careful what you pick, and maybe don't be afraid to try something else if you don't like something. I'm sure I could have sent the crab cake back and gotten something else if I really wanted to. But I will let you know what I try next time, how that goes. I already have the menu selected, and I think it will be better. I really do. So, until then, I'm signing out from Chops Grill.